welcome to the channel. Now, let's look at CPMAI 6 phases. We can say that decide whether your AI project ends up being a success or a failure. Well, AI projects don't fail because of bad technology, they fail because someone jumped in without thinking. And that's exactly why CPMAI exists. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the 6 phases that separate successful AI projects from, I would say, very expensive experiments. Now, let's see why CPMAI exists. Here's the reality, and it's not pretty. Over 80% of AI projects fail, not because the model didn't work, but because the problem was wrong to begin with. Traditional project management, well, works great, you know, until AI shows up and breaks all assumptions. Because AI is messy, it depends on data, it keeps changing. So we need a different way to manage it. Okay, and that's where CPMI comes in. And these are the six uh, phases. Okay, this is full life cycle, 6 phases. And no, this is not a straight line. You will go back, you will rethink, you will fix things because AI projects are iterative by design. If you're expecting plan once, execute once, well, I'll say wrong field, my friend. Now let's look at phase one, which is business understanding. This is where most people mess up badly. They start with let's use AI. Definitely a wrong approach. A definite no. You start with the problem always. Define it clearly, make it measurable, and most importantly, ask yourself, do we even need AI? Okay? Because sometimes a simple process fix beats a fancy AI model. Remember that. Now let's look at this example. High call center load. Uh, Mostly in today's world, someone will take an approach which is wrong. I would say, let's build a chatbot, right? That's like saying, let's buy a gym membership because I got 30 kgs to lose, right? That could be one of the options, but definitely not the only option to go to. There are a few other things you need to check, a few other things you need to see in terms of possibility, and then take a more informed decision. Well, in this case, correct approach is reduce call time by 30%. Okay. Uh, Now you think properly. AI, automation, process change, what helps? That's how smart decisions are made. Now comes phase two, data understanding, and comes the harsh truth. No data is equal to no AI. You identify sources, check availability, and most importantly, check quality. Because bad data doesn't just give bad results, it gives very confident wrong answers, which is even worse. Okay, let's say you want to predict customer churn, but your data only has transactions. What's missing? Behavior, engagement. So what happens? Your model struggles and you blame AI. No, boss, data was the problem all along. Now comes data preparation, right? This is where dreams meet reality. Cleaning data, handling missing values, removing duplicates, structuring everything, not exciting at all, but absolutely critical. In fact, most of your project time goes here. Yes, not in the AI, but cleaning the mess before AI. You find duplicate records, missing value, inconsistent formats, basically chaos. So you clean it, standardize it, structure it, and only then you finally have something a model can actually learn from. Now comes model development, phase 4. Now comes the part everyone was waiting for, building the model. You select algorithms, train models, tune parameters, compare results. But remember, This is not about building the most complex model, it's about building the right one. Okay, now let's look at phase 4 example. Let's say it's fraud detection. You try logistic regression, decision trees, you compare performance, and then you pick the model that actually works in real life, not the one that just looks good in a report. Phase 5, model evaluation. This is where most overconfidence gets destroyed, because now you ask, does it meet business goals? Does it align with KPIs? Is it fair? Is it biased? Because the model can look great in testing and still fare miserably in production. Your model shows 95% accuracy. Everyone celebrates, but it's missing fraud cases, which means money is still being lost. So, what do? You improve the model because accuracy alone is not enough, ever, I would say. Phase 6, operationalization. Now you deploy the model, but don't relax just yet. This is where the real game begins. You monitor performance, track behavior changes, detect data drift, plan retraining, because the world changes and your model must keep up. Okay. You deploy, let's say, a recommendation system. Okay. Initially it runs perfect, you know, uh, initially definitely perfect. Then user behavior changes and performance drops. Now what? Don't panic. You retrain, because AI systems are not one time builds, they are living systems. Remember that. If you remember nothing else, core principle, I would say, remember this: AI projects are iterative. Business drives AI and not the other way around. You may have seen this happening, but please remember, business drives AI. Data is the foundation, and continuous monitoring is mandatory, not a choice. Ignore these, and your project is already in trouble. Now, let's take a quick quiz. Which phase ensures that AI is actually required before starting development? Take your time, think through. Yes, if you said business understanding, everything in AI starts with the right problem. Now, thanks for your time, and don't worry about subscribing and all us for learning. So, I hope you learned something. See you in the next one. Take care. Have a nice day ahead. Bye.